socio-economic crisis in Kazakhstan in 1985 and 1991. Mikhail Gorbachev's rise to power and the beginning of perestroika. March 1985, Mikhail Gorbachev elected General Secretary of the KPSU Central Committee. Perestroika reforms aimed at revitalizing the economy and political system. Glasnost increased openness of media and political discourse. For Kazakhstan, perestroika revealed deep structural problems, economic stagnation, goods shortage, growing dissatisfaction, rise of national consciousness, and activation of social movements.
Говорят, а что такое перестройка? Что такое перестройка? Свое дело делать честно. Главная перестройка.
Muhammad Kunayev, first secretary of the Communist Party of Kazakhstan, an ethnic Kazakh, widely supported. On December 16, 1986, Muhammad Kunayev, who had been the respected and popular ethnic Kazakh, first secretary of the Communist Party of Kazakhstan for over 2 decades, was unexpectedly removed from his post. In his place, Gennady Kolbin, an ethnic Russian outsider from the Russian Soviet Federative Socialist Republic, was appointed, whose decision sparked immediate outrage among the people of Kazakhstan, especially the youths and intellectuals in the capital city of Almaty. They perceived Kolbin's appointment as a direct insult to Kazakh autonomy and a sign of Moscow's disregard for local leadership. As a result, mass protests erupted, which came to be known as the Желтоқсан events. These demonstrations represented one of the earliest major expressions of national dissent in the late Soviet period, and they were met with forceful suppression by Soviet authorities.
Желтоқсан желі ызғарлы солдырды гүлді оңдырды нұрды көңілде.
Amid this climate of social unrest and economic difficulty, Sultan Nazarbayev was appointed first secretary of the Communist Party of Kazakhstan in June 1989, an ethnic Kazakh with extensive experience in Soviet administration. Nazarbayev was seen as a leader capable of uniting various factions within the republic. Under his guidance, reforms were introduced to strengthen Kazakhstan's republican institution and promote the Kazakh language and cultural heritage. These changes laid important groundwork for the republic increasing sovereignty and eventual independence.
Ой, власти сегодня можно говорить, хотя говорим 4 года уже. Ее нет на самом деле. Надо также законодательно разрешить местным советам от уровня района до республики приостанавливать решения любых ведомств любого ранга в случае, если они приводят к экологическим осложнениям, угрожают безопасности здоровья населения в данном регионе. Доколе республики будут ходить с протянутой рукой в московских кабинетах. Действуя методом слона в посудной лавке, министерство уничтожили Орал, и Кабастуз засыпает золой степь. Нефть не служит тем, кто ее добывает. Для различных полигонов отчуждены земли животноводов, о компенсации речи нет. Особо хочу сказать о Семипалатинском ядерном полигоне, действующим с 1949 года и начавшего взрывы сначала в атмосфере. Население вокруг с тех пор возросло в 4 раза, но военные готовы убедить нас чуть ли не в полезности его для здоровья людей. Прошло 4 года перестройки, а союзное министерство не позволяет еще предприятиям пользоваться даже сверхплановой продукцией, даже отходами и вторичными ресурсами, нефтью и углем. А все остальное, чем позволено владеть Казахстану, составляет лишь 7% объема промышленности, а остальные 93% отчисляют от своих прибылей республики лишь 1%. Ведомственный диктат привел к тому, что богатейшие сырьевыми ресурсами, пользующиеся на мировом рынке повышенным спросом, наша республика оказалась в тяжелейшем положении в своем социальном развитии.
On October 22, 1989, the Kazakh Soviet Socialist Republic officially adopted the Kazakh language as a state language, while retaining Russian as a language of interethnic communication. This legislative move was a significant milestone in the revival of national identity and cultural pride. The law sparked mixed reactions, with many ethnic Kazakhs welcoming the decision as a long overdue recognition of their heritage. However, some Russian-speaking residents viewed the change with concern, fearing it might limit their rights and influence. On October 25, 1990, the Supreme Soviet of Kazakhstan adopted the Declaration of State Sovereignty, asserting the supremacy of Kazakhstan law over those of the USSR. This was a key step on the path to full independence. Following the collapse of the Soviet Union, Kazakhstan officially declared independence on December 16, 1991. The new state began implementing large-scale political and economic reforms, transitioning to a market economy and building national institutions.
The crisis brought profound changes to Kazakhstan political. It ended the descent of Soviet domination and fosters a national movement that led to independence. Economically, the republic experienced a significant downturn with production declines in inflation and a shortage. Social tensions rose and migration patterns shifted, especially among Russian-speaking minorities. Culturally, this period marking a renaissance of Kazakh language and traditions, strengthening national identity. The Желтоқсан protests remain a powerful symbol of resistance and the pulse of civil society. Conclusions. The years 1985 to 1991 were a turning point in Kazakhstan history. Perestroika exercised systems weaknesses and empowered national movements. The removal of Kunaev and the Желтоқсан protest revelated the people's desire for respect and autonomy. Nazarbayev's rise language reform prepared the republic for separation. Ultimately, the events culmination in Kazakhstan's peaceful transition to independence and set the stage for its modern political and economical development.